Good morning, everyone. Hello and welcome. This is our Deviant Daily, a part of the Aberrant Witch tier normally. We are, I'm tired. We are recording this on April 26, 2023. It's 9:16 a.m. here in Northern California. We are working with my Metamorphosis Oracle, and we are recording for Thursday, April 27th, 2023. Well, hello, Araceli. Uh, welcome. Yeah. And like normal and like natural, take some time to ground and center, take some time to focus on your breathing, take some time to tune in with yourself, your present moment, present atmosphere, present present emotional state, mental state, whatever's going on right now for you, wherever you are, just be in that space. Good morning, Stephen. And when you're ready, call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, your ancestors. Call in all the good shit for your highest and best. Call that energy in, that vibration in, and allow it to impress upon you, allow it to inspire you, to motivate you, to help you as we navigate this co-creative adventure. That's just like, it's a lot to say. Oh my goodness. So, I hope everyone is doing well. Couple more shuffles and we'll be good. All right. So, like always, I try to remind people that I like to record the day before. So, we're recording on the 26th, right? We're recording for the 27th. It just gives you some time to plan, some time to just kind of meditate and contemplate on the cards, the energy, the vibration, the thoughts, all of it. So, because I like to be prepared. All right. So when you're ready, go ahead and comment the first number that tugs at your dominant psychic traits, whatever that may be, a 1, 2, or 3. Go ahead and comment or write down. It is your preference. You do not have to comment if you do not wish to. Not everyone wants to comment publicly, and that is absolutely fine. So 1, 2, or 3. Interesting. Go ahead and comment or write down again your preference, and always feel free to express yourself. Again, there's no right or wrong here. We're having a conversation about energies, vibrations, so always feel free to share your thoughts. Card one, dominant for those who chose card one and supporting for those who did not, is Beltane, Indulgence. Beltane, Indulgence. So, what does Beltane represent for you? What does indulgence mean to you? How does it make you feel? What pops up for you? Feel free to share. We have fertility, sex, intoxication, fairies, power, revolution, Beltane. That's Thursday, Jupiter's day, and very basic signification of Jupiter is like expansion, like grow. I feel fun too, like joy almost. Jupiter is said to be the greater benefic, right? And so with Beltane, it's like, ooh, let's enjoy, right? Let's enjoy, let's have fun, let's do things that will facilitate that indulgence, that intoxication of life, of things that please us, right? Well, hello, Felicia. Good to see you. So Beltane indulgence, what does that say to you? I think that for April 27th, what it is actually expressing for us is it's important for us to have fun. So, and not everyone can just go out and indulge, right? We can't always just do that. So it's also the prep. Well, hello, Pamela. It's also the prep in getting there. So, what do I need to set myself up for having fun? What do I need to get done? What do I need to do to make sure that I do have a good time? And that's Thursday. So, maybe it's like, okay, what do I need to get done? What tasks do I need to follow through with before the weekend? Yeah. And so, Belting is like, you do have to allow yourself some fun time. What does that look like for you? How does that make how does it play out for you? Yes. And so what do I need to make sure happens before then so I can actually relax, so I can actually have fun, so I can actually just be in this really great energy. Well, hello, Angie. Happy day to you as well. So yeah, what does that say to you? Beltane indulgence. Another question you might ask yourself is like, what do you need to indulge in right now? Don't even think about it. Like, boom, first thing. I know lighting's terrible. I'm like glowing. It's like boom. Look like one of those damn glow worms or something. I don't know. Anyways, uh, what do you need to indulge in right now? Boom, first thing that pops into your head. What do I need right now? Like what is calling to me? What do I need to experience? What do I need to indulge in? Um, I need to be aware of that. Sometimes we work so hard. Sometimes we just go all in, and it's all like work, 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 work. There's no play. There's no fun. How can I bring that fun back? So just be mindful of that. Card 2 is the crown chakra. Sahasrara. Crown chakra. I wish you could see that better. Crown chakra, spirituality, transcendence, all that is. Good morning, Catherine. Divinity, the crown chakra at the core of the reading. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? So we talk about the crown chakra um, for Thursday. What does that mean? What do you know, and what do you make of the crown chakra? What is important of your spirituality right now? I find with the crown chakra coming up after Beltane, it's like, okay, we need to be mindful of the things that feel good spiritually, right? Crown chakra connects us to divinity, connects us to, or one of the ways we connect to divinity, connects us to things that feel that are more of a what we label as a higher vibration, right? Uh, Open mind for open communication. Yeah. And so crown chakra, following Beltane, right? Uh, Maybe we need to communicate what we desire. Because if Beltane's very physical, if Beltane is about maybe the body and pleasure and indulgence and feeling really good, Crown Chakra raises that and says, "This is what my spirit needs. This is what my spirit is craving. What does my spirit need? What does my spirit crave?" These are again questions we have to ask each ourselves, and we have to be able to answer. So, what does your spirit need, desire, crave? And the crown chakra comes in and says, look, it's not just about these like these this physical or fleshy flesh flesh desires and needs. There's something more to it. So what the body craves, there is some sort of like spiritual craving as well. And there's nothing wrong with the body craving, right? There's nothing wrong with physical desires, absolutely, right? There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are taught to like, oh, that's wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with those indulgence, but we also need to be mindful that there's much more to it than just the physical. Am I making sense, or I'm just rambling? Let me know. So the crown chakra comes in to remind us, like, oh, there's something more here. So let me start with like that physical fun, that physical indulgence, whatever that may be for me. But also let me think about the way that I connect with spirituality, the way that I connect with spirit, the way that my spiritual life is. And so how can I connect the two? Maybe I need to have more fun with my spiritual space. Maybe I need to have more fun time, more engaging time, more exciting time with my spirituality. Because sometimes when we get into our spirituality, our path, our practice, whatever it is, we can get caught up in like study. We can get caught up in research. We can get caught up in things like going through the motions, and it doesn't feel fun anymore, right? And so with the crown chakra as well as Beltane, it's like it's time to make it fun again. It's time to bring excitement back again. It's time to enjoy things again. Yes. And so it's time to transcend. It's kind of like it's time to go to the next level. It's time to transcend where we are, but we have to, again, like Angie expresses, we have to be open to doing things in a new space, in a new way. And so that's what's popping up. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get a little sip, y'all. What do you think? What do you make of that? I always feel like I'm gonna take a sip and then I'm gonna like just spill it all over me. I guess that's why I wear black. I do. I know I do. I'm gonna be like, oh whoops, it's all over. It's okay. I really don't care. Card three. Card three. Dominant for those who chose card three. Supporting for those who did not. So card three is Medusa. Medusa. Alluring monster. What does Medusa represent to you? Alluring monster. When you hear those words, how does it make you feel? What pops up for you? Medusa. Alluring monster. Just think about that for a second. The story of Medusa, the way we know it, the way we may not know it. Glamour, sacred whore, jealousy, and we don't judge here. Jealousy, serpent magic, enchanting, warrior. So many different stories about what about that? What about scare? Scary. Why does it make you sad? Things to think about. Medusa. I when I think of Medusa, I think of like I don't know. I have a different view, I guess. I think of feminine empowerment. I think of a woman who was in her own, and then you have a society who, just like what we live in today, right? A society who makes her out to be this monster, right? So Medusa, alluring monster. And mhm. And there's so many different variations of that because in some, variations that did not occur. It wasn't about, being attacked. It was, yeah. So, but that's part of it. That is part of it because that is a part of her story, one of many, right? Secrets and loneliness. Interesting. Interesting. There is loneliness, I guess, in being powerful, being strong. So, are you talking about the Gorgons? 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 Um, Medusa? What I really like about this is because alluring monster, there's this fascination with Medusa, really, or that type of energy where there's this intense, beautiful, powerful vibe, and and it just can't be contained, and so there's jealousy around that. And so because it cannot be contained and because it cannot be controlled, because for whatever reason it has to be turned into a monster, right? It has to be seen as scary. It has to be seen as something that will hurt you because beauty can hurt, right? And so I'm fascinated by the vibe, but there is jealousy around it. And so I find that when this pops up, Medusa alluring monster, we have to be very mindful of living our own story, living our own shit, because the influence of outside sources can get to us. And just being happy, just doing our own thing, just having resources, just experiencing life without really giving a fuck, like all of that will gain some sort of judgment because y'all, let's just be honest, people love to judge. People love to judge. And so it is important to understand, like, if I am Medusa, if I am this alluring monster, it's because I'm beautiful. beautiful. It's because I'm in a space in my life where, I feel I'm great at what I do, or I'm great at these experiences, and this is my story to live, and I understand that. So I'm becoming more empowered by the understandings, the realizations that I have, and that makes me stronger, more aware, and I emit more like maybe confidence, courage, power. And so when I do that, the world around me starts to recognize that, and the world around me is like, oh no. We're not going to have that. We're going to tear this bitch down. We are not going to have this, right? And so they're going to project their own inferiorities, their own, whatever. They're going to project that onto us for just living, because they're jealous in a sense, because they want that for themselves, not realizing they can have that for themselves. Yeah. Medusa, alluring monster. So, what do I care about what the world around me thinks? It's if they want to make me out to be a monster, that's their own projection. I don't have to coddle them. I do not have to make them feel comfortable in my own presence. You want to be scared in my presence? Be scared. You want to feel some type of way in my presence, and be some type of way, right? Feel it. I do not have to dumb myself down. I do not have to taint myself. I do not have to ugly myself, whatever that means, right? I do not have to make myself lesser than for you to be comfortable around me. Don't come around me or bask in my glory. Does that make sense though? Um, yes, influence and or trying to be someone other than true self because of society and peer pressure. Uh-huh. Good. It's not our business. You know what I mean? It's not our business what other people think of us. But I think that with Medusa, there can be jealousy, and it makes us feel some type of way, because when people are jealous of us, or when we're jealous of other people, um, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, because if we're jealous and we view that person, that situation, in a different light than maybe what it was actually originally intended, and when people are jealous of us, they do the same. We get treated differently because of fear, because of all these things, and it doesn't feel good. But I do find that with when Medusa pops up, it is about like empowerment. It's a lot. It's about stepping into your own and realizing that the outside world, their projections, their perceptions, not my business. I'm still going to become who I am. Yeah. So, what do you make of the cards together? For Thursday, April 27th, what do you make of the cards together? We have Beltane, Indulgence, Crowns, the Crown Chakra, Medusa, Alluring Monster. And all three cards are working together for Thursday's vibe. Yes. And so I find that this is a really good prep. For the weekend. So it's important to ask ourselves, like, spiritually, what do I need right now? Like, what do I need to indulge in to feel good, to really get excited again about my path, about my spirituality, about my praxis, right? Um, and I maybe another thing, a very excuse me, a very sorry, I was looking at Sacred Whore and Beltane. Another thing as well, when it comes to like sex and the body, our sexuality, it's important for us to like not judge. Like, don't judge yourself, and don't allow other people to judge you. Your sexuality, your body is your own, and who gives a fuck about what other people say about it? Like, that's not their business. It's not their business, unless it's just not. And so it's a time to feel confident in what you bring to the table, and to feel beautiful as you are now. It doesn't matter your age, right? Because a lot of times, like, people are like, oh, when we get older, and it's usually just like women, because let's be honest, like, men, as they age, it's like whatever. They can age, and it's like, oh yeah, you can still have uh you know all that shit. But then when women hit a certain age, it's like, oh, you can no longer be seen as beautiful, attractive, sensual, and all that. That's a bunch of bullshit too. So it's about standing in your own power and reminding yourself that it is okay to have desire. It is okay to channel desire. And it is important for you to do so for growth. And Thursday, April 27th, 2023, is a good day to ask ourselves, what do we desire, not just physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually? Um, how am I seen as Medusa in my life, maybe? And how does that play out? And what can I take from that? How can I become more loving towards that aspect of who I am? And what do I need spiritually? What do I need spiritually to feel excited again? What do I need spiritually? What needs to shift so I can, start experiencing life again in a way that is more excitable to me? Yeah. So, do you have any last minute questions, thoughts, concerns before I wrap this up? But I think that I like that for Thursday because it is growth oriented. We do have like our physical desires to pay attention to, what we enjoy. It's time to have a little more fun, but also have fun with our spirituality. Have fun with doing those things, meditation maybe, uh, all of those things. Enjoy those things. How can I enjoy them again? Maybe it's been such a routine that I don't enjoy it anymore. Well, how can I shift that routine so I can? And where can I just be this warrior for myself, right? How can I stand up for myself? How can I step into my strength and my power, and just not, not allow for outside source to tell me how I should behave and who I become. I need to hold my own. So yeah, that's what's popping up, y'all. If you don't have any last minute questions, thoughts, concerns, I'm going to head out. So if you're watching a recording of this as well, um, yeah, exactly. Oh no, I know it's. It reminds me of a sorry. It reminds me of a reading that we did last week, a couple days ago. I don't know. And it was like, we can never be stuck because time, energy is always like, I don't know, like, this is motion. We can never be stuck because time and energy and all that is continuously moving, but it is our thoughts, our actions, our feelings, all of the things that keep choosing kind of the same shit, and so we feel stuck. See, it's moving. So we feel stuck, but we're not. And that actually hit me, and I keep contemplating that. So it's like, oh, I'm not stuck. What am I choosing? What am I holding space for that is keeping me in this sort of like blahness, right? I Something has to shift. Okay, well, let me try and shift something. Let me try and change something. What needs to change? Let me start somewhere. Let me usher in a new routine maybe, or a new thing to my routine. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I enjoy doing what I do, and again, this is being made public because a select few of you really helped me to get this replaced, my work set up, and so in honor of that, my content is made public for a while. So again, thank you again. Rambling, I'm gonna go. I will talk to you tomorrow. All right. Take care.